People, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. How's everybody doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Ed Harris. I want to thank you for joining me. And yeah, today is Wednesday, and we're doing everything vegan, everyday vegan. All right. Um, so with that being said, welcome back, all of my family. To anyone new checking out today for the first time, welcome, welcome. Today is our vegetable highlight. Hi there. Would you like to say hi?
Yes.
My amazing wife here. All right.
Oh, it's a nice,
It's nice, right?
nice lighting.
Yeah. So today is the vegetable highlight day, and we are highlighting eggplant. All right. And what you see back there is me just charring, roasting an eggplant. I like to do open flame for eggplant, especially when we're doing this particular dish, which is a baba ganoush. And funny thing is, baba ganoush actually translates to spoiled dad. No joke, because they say when you eat it, it makes you feel so good, like it makes you feel like you're spoiled.
Like Baba Ganoush.
So
Baba.
yeah, Baba,
Dad.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So spoiled
Wow.
that. That's the
That's so cool.
translation. So I'm just using the open flame. I already roasted some eggplant in the oven.
That looks so pretty.
Thank you. To do a big batch of it, you can just poke them with holes, roast them in the oven. This way, you end up with cooking it a lot quicker. But I like the flavor that roasting it on an open fire does. So I do a combination of the two. All right, one for flavor and the rest for body.
Nice.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Good job, chef.
Thank you, thank you. Let me adjust this a little bit here. All right. Okay. So the idea is to get that char flavor. All right. So when you're getting these ready, you want to just poke some holes in them, and you don't need to wrap them up or anything. Put them on a sheet tray, put them into the oven, roast them at a high temperature. They'll be good to go. And there's so many varieties. There's American, there's Chinese, which is the really long purplish color ones. Then you have these, which are the Italians. They're a little shorter, but much darker in the purple. You have the green round ones like these. These are the Thai eggplants. And the one back there, this is this is an Indian eggplant. So you can get all kinds, graffiti eggplant, really cool, different types of eggplant. So just play around, see which ones you like. If you want to do something like a steak, a really nice thick eggplant parmesan, then I will go with one of the bigger ones like these, the Indian or like the American, which looks like the classic eggplant, right? Those will give you more body, more width, more bandwidth, so you can slice them really nice, bread them, deep fry them, bake them, grill them, whatever you want to do, marinate them. They work really nicely. All right. For the smaller ones, I'll do more of what we're gonna do today, or also with, like, for instance, the Chinese one, which we're gonna split into right now. Let's make sure this is getting all around. Yeah. So these char really nicely. So what I would do is I would cut them with the skin. All right, cut them into cubes, char them really nice, and then make like a really nice sauce to go with it.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Thanks, babes. Right. So once you char it and you create that initial flavor, right, then I would make some kind of chili sauce, some kind of soy sauce, like a ginger chili, and kind of toss that in there. That's another way to really bring out the flavor of the eggplant. There's so many things you can do with eggplant to really make it sing, besides doing a dip like this. And this is Middle Eastern, right? Mediterranean, I should say, to be exact. So, flavor profiles are totally different, right? Different parts of the world, different things are done with eggplant, but it's definitely one of those meatier vegetables that you can do a lot with. All right. So I'm just splitting the ones that are cooked already because we don't want any of the skin. All right. This one, the skin comes off real easy. So we don't need to do too much. All right. So these are perfect for that. And then also, the thing is, flavors are very different with each eggplant. All right. So you want to also pay attention to that. Some have way more seeds than some. So all these are things you want to pay attention to. Let's check this out. Almost. The flavor that this is going to give, way better than just roasting them inside of the oven. And you might say, why not do all of them that way? I mean, you can if you want to, right? You totally can. The other thing I love about this dish is the herbs and the lemon juice that goes with it, right? It just allows the flavor to pop and brighten up really, really nicely, right? We're going to even take it a step further, and I have some mint that's going to go with my parsley. That's going to add to the flavor as well because I just like using those kind of flavor profiles together. All right. Now, when you cook your eggplant, you want to cook it where it's falling apart, yes, but you also want it to have a little bit of texture. You don't want it to be fully mushy. All right. And the other thing is with this, yes. The other thing with this is that, um, take this off. When you're cooking these and you're charring them, it allows you to really control how firm they are. Let's clean up. So what I wanted to say with this, normally when this is made, right, you can use a bowl, use like a potato masher, crush everything up. You can even, I mean, I would even go a step further and take like a mortar and pestle and do it in there like guacamole. You can totally do that. It'll make it really nice and rustic. Um, but me personally, I like it almost smooth and I like it almost whipped. So I'm going to be using my bullet to really give me that flavor profile, that texture that I want. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of the one that I have charring, right, on the stove, and I'll cube some of that up and fold it in, right? Do you have to do it this way? You totally don't. But for me, I like texture. I like playing around with flavors. I like just how things change. So to our eggplant, I'm gonna add some garlic, right? If we weren't putting this in the machine, then I would say mince it up, but we don't need to, right? I'm gonna add the hummus, 1 spoon of it now. All right, we're gonna use about 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna just add one now just to get this going. All right, and I'm gonna add in the salt now too. Why not? Okay, lemon juice we'll do later on. So I think, yes, I think that's done. So I'm gonna get a little bit of plastic wrap and just wrap it for a second. Actually, I don't even need to wrap it. I'll just put it in a Ziploc bag. All right. So, see, nice and char, and that's what we want. Complete all over. All right. Even if a little skin falls off, know that you did the right thing. You did a good job. And we're gonna just seal this up and let that residual heat continue to cook it and steam it just a little. Let me bring this over here. Let me see. Okay. All right. That was a little rough there, but I think we made it. Okay. Let's blend this baby up. All right. We have a nice, smooth. Yes. Yes. This is how I like my baba to look. Right? Thick but smooth, all that good stuff. Okay, so what we're gonna do is let's get our bowl. So so we can do the finishing touches, you know, where you can see it, right? Yes. Okay. Perfect consistency. All right. So if you've been joining me, you know that with every recipe that we do, I'd say 8 or 9 times out of 10, every recipe that we do, we change it up a little somehow, somewhere, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of yogurt to this. It'll lighten it up, brighten it up, and just make it even more creamy. All right. So let's get the lemon juice. Get that seed out of there. One more seed. Okay. Let's do a little bit more. Okay. And you can always keep more to adjust later in terms of if you need more or not. Okay. We're going to add our black pepper. Our extra virgin olive oil. We're going to add some cumin to this, and this is already toasted cumin, that whole cumin grounded up, toasted. All right. So if you don't have already toasted cumin, you should definitely get some. All right. It is a world of a difference compared to just cumin that's sitting there that's been grounded that you bought from the store. All right. So we're going to add about a quarter teaspoon of cumin. All right. I'm going to add just a touch of smoked paprika. All right. Boom. Now let's get our yogurt. But before we do that, let's add our last eggplant. Okay. So I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to put some gloves on because this here eggplant is hot fire. Move that out of the way. That's better. Okay, let's do it. So with the eggplant, let me move this so you can see. I'll put that here for a second. Our parsley and mint, right? Sitting in ice cold water. We're gonna just let that drain. All right, we're gonna let that drain because we're about to garnish this up in a couple of minutes. All right, bag garbage. Now for this, we'll do it over this since this is all dirty stuff, right? So you're pretty much at this point, see this? And you're taking those off and you're peeling them. If you have never fire roasted eggplant before, I highly suggest that you do it. The aroma, the smell, the taste of this is life changing. Like I'm telling you, if you have never done it this way, please run to the store, get you some eggplant, and char it this way. You will never go back to doing it any other way again. I promise you. All right. So you want to get off as much of the skin as possible, right? If there are little bits there, leave them. All right. That is flavor. Okay. We just don't want a whole bunch of chunky skin on there. You know what I mean? Okay. That's good. We'll remove one glove for now. Get this out of the way. Now, bowl where your eyes can see. All right. Smells so good. rest of the eggplant I am going to puree because I don't want that much chunks. All right. So let's open up the blender. Get you in there. And let's put our lid. Boom. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us mix this up. Let's get our yogurt. And this is, of course, a vegan plain yogurt, right? No flavor, no nothing. Just plain, unsalted, unsugar, all that good stuff. All right. You see, it totally changed this color and made it a nice lighter color. All right. So what makes this dish look amazing and appealing is how you garnish it and what you serve it with. All right. So let's add in the chopped. Get it chopped. If you don't know, I was on Chopped 2010, right? And I did that. All right. I won. All right. For those of you watching, if you didn't know, I actually won. So that's why I chuckled when I said, I'm going to use the chopped. Never mind. Anyway. All right. So what I have in the back here is my griddle. It's been getting hot the whole time. I'm going to drizzle on a little bit of oil, right? Just rub it on, right? Drizzle some on the back as well. That's why I love that bottle. It just makes it easy to do the thing. All right. I'm going to just press this down so you can get some grill marks. But this is how we're going to serve up this baba ganoush, all right? And really make it sing. You know what I mean? All right, I'm going to give that a second. Okay, let's taste this. All right, and let's see what it needs. I love the texture of it. Like, to me, your baba ganoush should stand up a certain amount. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be super runny because then it makes it really hard to dip and kind of sop up with everything, So, I think it might need some salt. Yeah, definitely think it needs some salt. What do you think?
It's delicious.
But does it need salt?
No.
No? Lemon juice?
Maybe
Olive oil?
Maybe a little bit of lemon juice, like a smidge, but
A smidge?
it tastes so good. Can I have some more?
Okay. A smidge. You know me, I like salt. I just like when the vegetables can really,
yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Okie dokie.
Tastes so good.
Thanks, babies.
Wow. Tastes really good.
All right, so our pita is getting nice and hot. We're gonna just leave that on there. Yes. Okay. So in the meantime, let's get our herbs ready because you can't serve this without some fresh parsley. Like that is, you might as well have not made this. You know what I mean? It's a real nice parsley. Make sure your knife is nice and sharp. Knife and sharp. Make sure your knife is knife and sharp. All right. Thanks, boo. Okay, so we have that going for us, which is nice. Alrighty. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Okay. There we go. All right. We have our greens. Now for the mint. And it's not a lot. You don't want to overpower everything else because mint is pretty strong. So we're gonna go with 3 leaves. All right. I'm gonna just roll this up and I'm gonna cut backwards so I can get some really nice clean slices. Yes. Look at that. Small? Yes. Alrighty. That's done. That's done. Let's check our pita. Yes. Beautiful with the grill mark. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're gonna cut that up in a second now for the plating. All right. Gonna bring this down a little lower. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Let's switch this camera over here like so. Chef, can I roast them on my stovetop? Yes, Quick Fay. You can definitely roast them on your stovetop. Um, but it has to be flames. I wouldn't do it on an electric stove or a flat top. It has to be gas. All right, that's the only thing if you're gonna do it on your stove. Okay. Thanks for that question. That was awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's play this baby. All right, because this is where we really get to shine with this dish. So let me make sure I center this. There we go. All right. Okay. We start in the middle. All right, and we just keep dropping it in the middle and let it expand on its own. All right. This is going to give us way more control of making that perfect circle. All right. And if you're using a plate that already has lines in it, some form of symmetry, you know, use that as your guideline as well. You know what I mean? So we're going to go up to that whitish line so it matches our beautiful dip. All right. And we're going to smoothen out this bottom. All right. Okay. Now, this is what we do. We get some paprika, we get some olive oil. We can make sort of, you know, something like that. So the oil has somewhere to sit. Yummy, right? And then we just drizzle it around. Right? You want to be able to see some of the olive oil. All right? Then we're going to go with paprika and just kind of dust it like that. That's good. All right, we have our mint. Jane, I'm ready for you, babes. A little fresh cracked black pepper like that. You want to see the black pepper? Thank you. So make sure you adjust your pepper mill so it gives you bigger cracks of pepper, right? And then we want to, if you have lemons left over that still look really nice, you can use it as a garnish. You could just put piece right there. Some people might like to add more lemons. You can serve it on the side. All right. And then we have our pita, which we're gonna slice up so it's easier for dipping, right? We don't want to give the customers, our family, extra work, right? So cut them up, and I wouldn't put them into the dip because some people might want it dry, or whatever the case may be. If you're not gonna be serving it immediately, it's gonna make your pita soggy. All right, so pita's there, lemons there.
Oh, that looks so good.
Right?
Yes.
We're done.
But let me.
Cool. So that's it for the veggie highlight. Bobby Ganoush, right? Spoiled dad. Yes, yes. Right? I'm about to tear this up. If I didn't have to take a picture, I'd dip into it right now.
That looks
Thank you,
so
thank
good.
you. Right? But this is the whole idea to it's super simple. It takes almost no time. And if you get eggplants that are very similar, then they cook just about the same time, right? And you're talking 30, 40 minutes in the oven, depending on the size of your eggplant. Okay? Super simple ingredients, but really tasty. So thank you so much for joining. Today is Wednesday, so I'll see you next week where we do something else delicious, right? We're doing lentil shepherd's pie. We're
Ooh.
doing all kinds of cool stuff next week. So, and then, throughout the whole month. All right. So, thanks again for joining. You guys rock. You know who you are. I love each and every one of you. All right. And I'll catch you later. Okay. Peace and love.